Hi, this is Kevin Kerr for Money and Markets TV. When I say natural resources and commodities, what do you think of? If you said gold or oil, you're in the majority. They tend to get the most attention, but that doesn't necessarily make them the most valuable. In terms of demand, one commodity stands head and shoulders above the rest: water. Water covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface, but it's still in short supply. That's because most of it is either salt water or extremely polluted fresh water. Clean, potable water is extremely rare. And as the global population grows, the supply crunch is only going to get worse. Already, more than 1 billion people lack access to clean water. That's 1 out of every 6 people in the world. Over the past 3 centuries, water use by humans has multiplied by more than 35 times. And over the next century, that number is likely to expand exponentially, with most of the gains coming from the emerging markets. That's because the middle classes in places like China and India are exploding. All those people want clean water, but they also want many of the items that use a lot of water, including modern appliances and better food. Consider this: the average American uses 80 to 100 gallons of water at home each day, compared to just 5 gallons for an African family. We run our dishwashers, washing machines, and faucets, oblivious to how much water we're using because it's so easily accessible. It seems like a never-ending supply of cheap and clean, fresh water, so we simply don't worry about it. But millions of women and children in other parts of the world spend several hours a day collecting water from contaminated rivers, lakes, and open wells. According to the World Health Organization, waterborne diseases kill 1.8 million people every year, 90% of them children under the age of 5. People can't live without water, but on the other hand, many of them will die from drinking it or bathing in it. It's truly a double-edged sword. So it's easy to understand why a quick solution must be found to quench the thirst of our planet's growing population. Despite these facts, many people still don't consider water to be a commodity because it's not traded on a futures exchange. So how do investors take advantage of the opportunities that water affords? Actually, there are quite a few ways. Many money managers invest directly in water supplies by purchasing shares of farming and real estate holding companies such as Pico and Limonera. But I think these approaches are not worth the trouble because it's very difficult to determine the real value of the water holdings. Another idea is to invest in companies that are involved in clean water supplies. One example is Molycorp, which has designed a revolutionary water filtration system called Exorbix to purify the world's heavy polluted water resources. This technology was developed jointly with the US Army in order to give soldiers portable devices that can clean water from virtually any source. However, I think there are even better, more direct ways to take advantage of the critical demand in the water market. For example, you can consider an exchange-traded fund. The largest water-related ETF is the PowerShares Water Resources Portfolio, ticker symbol PHO. It's based on the Palisades Water Index, which is made up of companies that provide and treat water and offer technologies and services directly related to water consumption. Whichever vehicle you decide is best for this market, rest assured that the urgent need of the world's population for clean, potable water will continue to grow, making the existing water supplies more and more valuable. I'm Kevin Kerr for Money and Markets TV. Thanks for watching.